Caitlin Minnie. I'm making this video for Amy Flick's course through Youngstown State University General Studies Capstone. The topic I chose to do further research on is women in the workplace. My thesis for this project is why is there a different attitude towards a female versus a male in the same job? For this, I've broken the topic down into 4 subcategories. The first subcategory is finding ways women are treated differently. As many people like myself know, there is a problem. I wanted to break it down and find the main sources of this problem. To do this, I then go into my second subcategory, which is finding the factual numbers showing these main problems. I found many different surveys and research on the way the numbers in actual companies around our country. This will make it easier to see just how large this problem has become. Thirdly, I found research which will tell us how this became a problem in the first place and why we have these issues in America. Lastly, I am looking for ways we, as a country, are looking to change this problem and ensure that this is not a problem that will last much longer. My first category looks into the ways women are treated differently. Different hiring rates is our first major problem. We see in that the workplace there are often more men than women, and if both a male and female are equally qualified and apply for the same job, it is often that the male will get the job over the female. Second, when women do get hired in, if they are working in the same job as a male, it is common that the woman would be making, on average, only 87% of what the male makes. Also, while on the job, we can find that there are different attitudes towards a female working in that position. This difference in attitude often comes from the men that also work in the job alongside them. Lastly, promotional reasons. Very rarely do we see in big companies, especially a woman getting hired for a promotion over a man. In America, a majority of our high-up CEOs are male, and we very rarely see a woman stepping into these roles. To prove these points I made true, I have found numbers to support these statements. These numbers come from different types of surveys and actual numbers companies have given out. We look at the decreased hiring for positions which we can find through companies' employment records, showing that they mostly have more men working for them than women. In this same information, we can see that there is a decreased opportunity for women to get promoted. We will find in this data that most of the head bosses and higher ranked people are male. Through salary websites, we can take companies' information on salaries and are able to compare those numbers from the female to men's salaries. There has also been an astounding amount of research done about the attitudes in the workplace. This data looks into how comfortable women feel working around men and how they get treated differently. We see a huge increase in the amount of women getting harassed in their jobs than men. Lastly, an important part of this research is that it comes from not only employees, both male and female, but bosses of companies who do the hiring, promoting, and salaries. Reasons why this is happening. This is an important part of the research because once we find out why it is happening, we can then find a way to put an end to this. One of the bigger reasons dates back from time when men were the sole breadwinners for families. In the earlier days, women never worked because they were too busy taking care of their families and men were able to do more work. This takes us into our second and third topics. Men are thought to possess a more masculine role. Through this masculine role, it gives us more of a hardworking and leadership style role. Women are thought to be the sole caretakers of the family. If hiring a woman, you risk the chance of her getting pregnant and having to take amounts of time off for pregnancy, birth, and many times women will end up staying home with their child for long periods of time. Lastly, women are getting stereotyped into having less of an educational background compared to men. It has always been a thought, and even though many women are going to school now and getting more educated, this is a very common belief in our world. There are many people out there trying to put an end to this so we can have equal opportunities in the workplace in years to come. One of the big women's rights movements acts focuses on this problem. They complete the same research I have been doing to put an end to this problem so women have an equal opportunity as men. Also, we are seeing more women break these stereotypes in America. They're becoming more educated, going to school, getting higher degrees, and also we are seeing men step into the caretaker role into every family. In conclusion, I will be researching these four main ideas to get a better understanding on how women in the workplace do not have a fair work environment, reasons why this is a problem, comparing data from many sources, and finding out ways we are trying to make this a problem does not exist anymore. Thank you.